Welcome back to Mega Man. Music's changed. It's fine. We grab an E-Tank. By the way, if you need to stock up on E-Tanks, now's the time to do so. Because I don't think you're going to get any more E-Tanks after this. Unless there's a hidden E-Tank I'm not aware of. So if you want to like use all your little Mega Man lives and get up to 4 continues, you can fill yourself back up to maximum E-Tanks, which is 4. Yep. About the only major thing you can do. Oh yeah, do you remember Bubble Man stage? Remember how fun that was? This is pretty straightforward though. You just come and you make the jump like that. You just keep pressing until you're over top of the platform. And once you're over the platform, you just let go. Careful not to do that because that's stupid. Happens though. Like I said, if you wanted to kill yourself a whole bunch, not too difficult. There's plenty of little spiky dudes to fall into. Use up all of your 3 Mega Man lives to get. 2 plus 0, essentially. And then, yeah, you can just, the word I'm looking for. Keep getting, what do you call those, E-Tanks. This section right here is particularly bullshit because we're going to jump down and then we're going to have to go left and then we're going to have to go right. I'm sorry, a little bit farther left. I thought we'd go back to the right a little bit. And yeah, if you don't do that right, you die. You can also die there if you're too aggressive. But as long as you don't land on those 2 spikes, you are free of the water for a minute. Or top 5. Hey, little dude. Like how the little dudes just sit there cranking themselves. I'm gonna crank myself. This boss is not that bad. You need to use Quick Man on it. Also, who's your favorite character from Mega Man 1? Is it Guts Man? I don't know why it would be Guts Man, but he keeps popping up in Mega Man games after 1. You get references to you get references to Elect Man? Is there a big Elect Man tank? No. Is there a big Cuts Man tank? No. You keep fucking running to Guts Man-esque shit. Yes. Fuck you, Gregory. Doo-doo-doo-boo. Blop blop. Alright, so this is the bullshit stage. I say it's the bullshit stage because it is the bullshit stage. This level is not very long, but it has possibly, if you don't count the Yellow Devil, which I hate, possibly the worst boss in all of Mega Man. Because when we get there, I'll explain a little bit better, but... Oh yeah, I forgot there's... yeah, I was wrong. I was talking about, getting E-Tanks, and you better stock up now. There's E-Tanks here. There's at least 1 E-Tank in this stage. I was wrong. I apologize. But this... Even though the stage is not very long, it's got a got a couple bullshit sections. Okay. And the boss is bullshit. So yeah, you remember how we fell through the floor earlier? Well, we just fell through the floor again. So you want to guess what happens when I go up this ladder? If you said there's probably invisible floors, you're right. But even if you didn't think there were invisible floors, still, you're still safe at this point to fall through an invisible floor. Now you're not. So what do you think I'm gonna do? That's right, I'm just gonna fucking not play the game. Also, I missed the ladder. Even though I hit the transition screen, I missed the ladder. So this also has invisible spaces, but we're not going to be fucking with the ground level met. We're only going to be working on this middle met. And I'm not going to go far enough to hit if there's a possibility of an empty spot. I'm not going to go far enough for that. Because what we're going to do is one. Like this. Grab the E-tank, come back, go up the ladder, and we're at the midway point. And this is the midway point right here. Oh boy. So, you use Woodman's power like I showed you in Crash Band stage. Not difficult at all. You're not willing to experiment, I guess. This could be a lot harder. You can obviously use Metal Man here, but why would you use Metal Man if it's just free? I mean, that's free. This right here does not have any of those metal guys in it, so we're not worried about that, but we do not want to fall into this pit, so you want to sort of time that perfectly. And then we're going to also have to make, well, we're not actually going to have to make this jump so much as we're going to have to be patient enough, or not, for that to come around. So, as you can see, you can circumvent a lot of shit. And when you can't, you just use Woodman's power. Oh darn. Also, you could take a little damage there, it'd be fine. You wouldn't have died. You will die, however, if you decide to jump off this platform a little too soon. I want to see if I can pick up some either health or weapons, but based on the fact that my shield keeps dropping them in front of me, I'm not going to be able to get anything, so I might as well just move forward. Last one. This one isn't hard at all either. Just a matter of A, being patient, B, falling down on this. You could, if you have any 2, which I do, and use some 2, like that. You're right over there, and you've negated 2 of the 4 puzzles. This is where the bullshit starts, though. Now that we've done this officially, okay, we have to fight a bunch of guys in what I guess I shall call walking suits or AT-ATs. Or those AT-MTs. I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars person. Essentially the 2-legged things from the Return of the Jedi. Fuck you. Ugh. Oh yeah, now we're gonna put a little Sniper Joe down here. That's all cool. Yeah, I can't jump over that bullshit. Here's another one. You may be able to get underneath his feet. You can also jump over top of him. This isn't the Sniper Joe of Mega Man 1. They just stay in place. This one's easier to evade, but we cut forward in time. This is how you do this stage. Aside from not taking damage, you need to use as few crash bullets as possible. So if you time that crash one that I just did correctly, you can kill both the one of the bosses, as well as the door at the same time. But even if you don't, you're still okay. You just have to not blow up these doors. This is me, you see, maneuvering around. Even though the walls are only blow upable by Crashman's power. We have to save Crashman's power because I only have enough of it to get through one wall and kill the boss, that is. If you don't care about killing the boss and you want to come back here later on, that's fine. But the problem is, that means that you die, you go back to the midway point. Okay. Follow me on this, Kay. And then after you go back to the midway point, you have to refill the crash ammo. Somehow, I don't know how, because you don't have an easy farming area. Then you can come back in here with all the walls destroyed and just clean up the boss. It's pretty easy at that point. However, good luck trying to refill crash power, as I shrug. Alright, so this is in every Mega Man game except for Mega Man 1. You're gonna have to fight the 8 Robot Masters, and depending on what game it is, this one being a bullshit version of it, you're gonna have to take on Wily and beat Wily, all as part of the same run. So when we get maybe into Mega Man 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll hear me maybe refer to this as the boss rush. That is what this is. This is a Wily boss rush, where you want, even though they do give you big health here every time you defeat them, that just means don't take any more than half health or half damage, because whatever you're taking over, that is not health you're getting back. Which sometimes is okay and sometimes is not, depending on what you're getting hit with. These wind bullets, not that big of a deal. Getting hit by a guy who does a ton of damage and crash damage, not great. I'm trying to pick out the next weapon, which I think it's, I gotta use Fireman. I think Woodman's below me. I mean Heatman. Yeah, this is what I want. This will probably be the only time you actually legitimately see me use Heatman. And that's how you defeat Woodman. Not ideal. If I could have evaded his attack, that'd been better. You know, when he threw his leaf shield. Bubble Man, we're gonna switch over to Metal Man. In fact, we're just gonna probably leave Metal Man on for a number of bosses on this side, because they're all bad against him. Including Metal Man, who's bad against himself, which I mentioned earlier in the playthrough, which I think is kind of bullshit. No reason that a Metal Man should be good against Metal Man, but it is. I'm not exactly, I don't remember who's in these. I know Quick Man is on the ground to the left, but I don't remember who is all in here, so. Wanna see how good Metal Man is against Flash Man? It's okay, it's not great, but it's okay. And the fact that I can throw it out super quickly and super cheaply? Yeah, pretty good. Oh look, it's Metal Man. Hi Metal Man, let's use Metal Man on you. What's that? It's super effective against you? So much so that you kind of wonder who his real antithesis is? If Metal Man, who's really good against Metal Man, isn't supposed to be good against him. Now, who's his counter? I think it's supposed to be Crash Man, to be honest. You're bad against Wind. Probably should have saved you for the end. I'm gonna go take on Quick Man. I only got enough Flash Man to take down half his health. Like I said, if you play this on easy mode, this will kill him using the entirety of Flash Man's power. However, this will only do about 50% of his damage. So after that, we'll have to use Crash, or we could also go Mega Buster on him if we want. Just sort of pound the crap out of him here. Because there's no, you can see the, instead of the floor being, you know, jagged up and down, you have a flat floor. It makes it easier to hit him, because he's always having to land on the ground. Alright, let's take on Wily. Hi, Wily. Do you hate me? Because I hate you. So for the first part of the Wily, you're going to use your Buster Cannon. This is actually the best thing you can use against him. And then after that, we will use, we'll have to use Crash Man. So that's also why I didn't want to use Crash Man. Doing good so far. Now we just need to use Crash. I don't got a ton of Crash, as you know, so if I fuck this up, I may be in trouble. Also, don't do that. I wasn't sure that was going to work, but it did. Good. Alright, this is unique to Mega Man 2, where after you beat Wily, you have to go fight Wily again in a whole new section. Hopefully you saved up your E-Tanks, because if you didn't save up your E-Tanks, you're probably fucked. Don't know anything about that, though. Getting fucked by not having enough E-Tanks to fight or regular version Wily. Totally wouldn't have to restart this whole game over again to help to go back through and make sure I have 4 E-Tanks for this fight. You die whenever you fight the Wily, you have to come right back to this section and do this dripping lava thing again and again and again and again. So you're sick of it. Now, if you're a super duper superstar and you've played this 100 million times, maybe you can do this without taking any damage. But the only thing that's good against him is Bubble Lead, which is probably the... I don't want to say the last power you'd want to use against him, but is certainly one of the worst. Also, did you know that Wily is an alien? That's a bit of a spoiler, I know. Don't really bring it up in too many games, but he's actually a green alien. Bad against Bubble Lead. I died. Want to do that run again? Seems like fun, right? Do this run again. Totally not annoying or anything, right? Have to do this run over and over again. And by the way, if you hold all the way to the right, you can basically run through this whole section. Because as these guys are spawning in, you're already there. So you're well past them before they can even think about dropping lava on you. So you fuck it up like that. Oh look, we're gonna fight a Wily now. Transition definitely didn't mean anything. Oh look, Bubble. Dealing damage to the boss. Doing pretty good. Fortunately, I'm like at half health now. I am doing better though in terms of evading his attack. Oh no, I only got a little bit more health. Let me use an E-Tank. Oh no, I got hit again. I need to refill my health for some reason. I thought I had... I guess running in did like 50%, more than 50% of my health? Fucking stupid. Not sure how that happened. Alright, we're not going to be using any more E-Tanks. Do or die time, buddy. So if you're really good at Mega Man, this is actually how you beat Wily. By doing what I'm doing right now. Minus throwing bubbles in the wrong direction. See? This is how you beat him. By not getting hit. Obviously. Oh no, Wily isn't a green alien. He was just using a holographic image of an alien. And shooting little laser beams at me. But in reality, he's just controlling the little duty dad. Ha ha ha. You've been defeated again, Wily. I should send you to jail, but not yet. That's another 6 more Mega Man, or 5 more Mega Man games till we get there. Mega Man games are very light in their story. I'm not exactly sure what... I'm not really sure what happens to Wily here after you catch him. Do you send him to jail? Do you give him one of those little finger things where you go like this and they go, shame on you? Or not sure what happened. You don't really... I can guess. But you don't really know what happens until the next Mega Man game. This is kind of a sad... Music's sad for the type of ending you just accomplished. Unless you're feeling upset that you killed a bunch of robots and you're a robot. You don't think that's right, but they basically use you like slaves. So you put their helmet down, hopefully for good. But unfortunately, there's like 10 more Mega Man games to go. Anyways, this is the staff. I think if I remember correctly, after Mega Man 1, every Robot Master was designed by a different fan. So this is basically telling you who designed each man. You required very little input, I think, when you made Heat Man. It's like, I got a lighter in my pocket, let's just make Heat Man that. Hey, Tom Pond. To Macho Man. Hey, K. Yuki-chan's Papa, I like that. Programmer HMD, nice. Planner AK. Because we didn't have enough room to put down any name. We had to abbreviate it like I'm in an arcade. I appreciate all of you guys for making such an awesome game. Anyways, credits gonna end here in a second, and when they do, we're gonna cut the episode. Hey, Fishman, thanks for playing! Until then, I hope you guys will have a good one.